Have you ever looked up at the sky and wondered what exactly you were seeing? Those shapes drifting above us aren't just beautiful. They're full of clues about weather, atmosphere, and even the time of day. Cloud spotting turns the sky into a living story you can read anytime, anywhere. Welcome to How Expert Tip of the Day, where we bring you real-world tips from our How to guides on all topics from A to Z. If you want to learn even more in-depth strategies, examples, and techniques on this topic, check out How Expert Guide to Cloud Spotting, available at Amazon, Audible, Barnes& Noble, Google, Kobo, Apple, Spotify, and all major bookstores as an ebook, paperback, hardback, and audiobook. Cloud spotting is the art of observing, identifying, and appreciating clouds. It's a mix of science, curiosity, and mindfulness, and it turns every walk, drive, or relaxing moment outside into a chance to understand the atmosphere. Today, we're breaking down what cloud spotting really is, why it matters, and how you can start reading the sky with clarity and confidence. 1. Understanding what clouds really are. Before you can identify clouds, you have to understand what they're made of. At their core, clouds are simply collections of tiny water droplets or ice crystals suspended in the atmosphere. They form when warm, moist air rises, cools, and condenses. But this simple process creates an astonishing variety of cloud shapes, sizes, textures, and patterns. From towering storm clouds to delicate wisps stretched across the sky, clouds reflect the invisible movements of air and weather. Understanding the basics gives you a foundation for recognizing why clouds form and what they might be telling you. 2. The three main cloud categories. All clouds fall into three main families: low, middle, and high, based on altitude. Low-level clouds include familiar types like stratus and cumulus, those puffy, friendly clouds that look like cotton balls or blankets. Middle-altitude clouds often appear as sheets or layers, giving the sky a soft, uniform texture. High-level clouds like cirrus clouds are thin, icy, and delicate, usually signaling changing weather conditions. Once you know the altitude family, identifying the exact type becomes far easier. Altitude also gives clues about moisture levels and upcoming weather shifts. 3. Cloud shapes and what they mean. Cloud spotting gets fun when you start recognizing specific cloud types and understanding their meanings. Cumulus clouds, those classic fluffy shapes, often signal fair weather, though if they grow in height, they can develop into storm clouds. Cirrus clouds, which appear thin and wispy at high altitudes, usually indicate that a change in the weather is coming. Stratus clouds form low, gray layers that may bring drizzle or fog-like conditions. And then there are cumulonimbus clouds, the kings of dramatic weather. Tall, towering, and powerful, these giants can bring thunderstorms, lightning, and heavy rain. Learning these shapes transforms cloud watching from simple viewing into genuine sky reading. 4. How weather patterns shape clouds. Clouds don't appear randomly. They're shaped by temperature, wind, pressure, and humidity. These atmospheric ingredients determine whether clouds rise into columns, spread into sheets, or drift as wispy streaks. For example, warm rising air creates vertical cloud development, while stable air layers produce horizontal cloud formations. Fronts, where warm and cold air masses meet, often create dramatic and quickly changing cloud shapes. Understanding these patterns helps you predict short-term weather just by looking up. A thickening layer of cirrostratus clouds, for instance, often means rain within 24 hours. 5. The art of mindfulness in cloud spotting. While cloud spotting can be scientific, it's also deeply relaxing. Watching clouds encourages you to slow down, breathe, and become present in the moment. Many cloud spotters enjoy finding shapes, animals, faces, or fantastical scenes in the sky. Others keep journals, sketch clouds, or take photos to track patterns over time. Cloud spotting can turn a stressful day into a peaceful one. Simply lying back and observing the slow dance of clouds can clear your mind and spark creativity. 6. Tools that elevate the cloud spotting experience. You don't need special equipment to spot clouds, but a few tools can enhance your experience. A simple cloud identification chart or guide helps you quickly classify what you see. A smartphone camera allows you to document interesting formations or compare them with references later. Weather apps, barometers, and even basic thermometers help connect what you observe in the sky with weather conditions on the ground. Over time, combining visual observation with basic data gives you a stronger intuition about weather patterns. The key is curiosity. Every tool is simply a way to deepen your understanding. 7. Rare and spectacular cloud phenomena. Once you're comfortable with basic cloud types, you'll start noticing rare and stunning formations. Lenticular clouds, smooth, lens-shaped disks, form near mountains and often look like UFOs. Mammatus clouds resemble pouches hanging from the sky and can signal the presence of strong storms. Noctilucent clouds glow at twilight and appear only high in the atmosphere. Spotting these uncommon formations feels like discovering a hidden treasure above your head. They remind you that nature is constantly creating new wonders in the sky. Imagine you're out for an afternoon walk. You notice small cumulus clouds scattered across the sky, friendly, well-spaced, and bright white. But as the hours pass, they grow taller, darker, and begin merging. Suddenly, the air feels more humid and the wind shifts. By early evening, towering cumulonimbus clouds dominate the horizon, signaling an approaching thunderstorm. In just a few hours, you've watched the sky transform, and by knowing what you were looking at, you understood the story unfolding above you. That's the power of cloud spotting. To recap, cloud spotting begins with understanding what clouds are and how they form. Recognizing the three altitude families helps you classify most cloud types quickly. By paying attention to shape, texture, and atmospheric conditions, you can predict weather, appreciate rare formations, and cultivate a sense of calm through mindful observation. And here's the mic drop line. When you learn to read the sky, every cloud becomes a story waiting to be told. For even more tips, techniques, and practical examples on this topic, check out HowExpert Guide to Cloud Spotting. Available at Amazon, Audible, Barnes & Noble, Google, Kobo, Apple, Spotify, and all major bookstores as an ebook, paperback, hardback, and audiobook. HowExpert publishes how-to guides on all topics from A to Z. Visit howexpert.com to learn more.